Views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
This show's audio was via a Skype call.
The Truth is Funny with Colette Stefan will have you thinking outside the box and riding the wave of infinite potential. Join Colette on the Higher Self Network as she provides energetic shifts and consistent results in every area of life, inspiring listeners to shine their brilliance and ensure success. Many people who shift out of limiting beliefs roar with laughter as they recognize the humor of the giant cosmic joke. The truth is funny. Shift happens. Feel instant relief. Stay tuned for more fun and release struggle and suffering. And now, here's your host, Colette Stefan.
Good morning. This is Colette Marie Stefan. Welcome to The Truth is Funny on Transformation Talk Radio. Stay tuned for the next hour and experience the instant relief of using your intuition to solve life's most challenging problems. Shift happens every Wednesday, 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific time on the airwaves. And you can also find us in the archives later at thetruthисfunny.com, transformationtalkradio.com, and transformationradio.fm. So these energetic shifts that we will be doing today are still accessible through what I call HSN, the Higher Self Network. And so, it's a pleasure for me to share this life-transforming information with all of you. And we do love to hear from you. Feel free to call in 1-800-930-2819. And today, my guest today is Kelly Lydick. And we're talking about dreams today as an access point to greater consciousness. So dreams have the power to provide greater self-understanding, and looking at dream symbolism can unlock personal language through which the subconscious mind speaks to us. And so those who are looking for deeper transformation in a profound way to expand their personal consciousness, dreams can lead your way. And so my guest today is an expert in dreams and about 500 other things, actually, when I looked at her bio. So Kelly Lydick received her MA in Writing and Consciousness from the New College of California. Her writing has appeared in Guernica, The Rumpus, Drunken Boat, Switched On, Gutenberg, Natural Awakening, Jaw, and the True Blue Spirit magazine, and many, many others. Her work has also been featured on NPR's The Writer's Block, and she is the author of the Experimental Mastering the Dream. She is also a contributing author to Dreams That Change Our Lives and a member of the co-founding editorial board and associate editor of Immanence Journal. So Kelly holds a certificate as a meditation facilitator. She's a Reiki master, crystal Reiki master, gateway dreaming coach. She teaches, she writes, all about personal development. She holds workshops, offers personal consultations through her company, and her company is called, I love this, Waking the Dream. So in 2016, Kelly was honored by the internationally renowned Omega Institute of Rhinebeck, New York, with the Juno Award for excellence in women's leadership for her service-based business. Congratulations for that. And memberships with the International Association for the Study of Dreams, where she presented her work on dream studies at the Academy of American Poets. And she is also in the Arizona Authors Association. Wow, Kelly, are you there?
Good morning, Colette. Oh my gosh, like listening to you read my bio, it's like so humbling and overwhelming. So thank you so much for having me this morning. I'm excited to connect with you, and I'm excited to hear from some of the listeners and just chat about dreams and anything else we want to talk about.
Awesome. And, we already have callers who are wanting to call in, but I just want to give you, for the first segment here before the break, we will take the call right after the first break here. But I just wanted to give you a chance to tell us about yourself. Like, why are you doing what you're doing? Tell us, how are you doing all this? Because you do a lot. Your days are full.
I do.
Okay, so tell us about yourself. What would you like us to know?
Sure. So, I think one of the key things really is that I'm working with folks to expand their consciousness and expand their awareness of themselves. I think part of the human journey is to tune into ourselves and to gain greater self-understanding through each phase of life. And so I work really as a facilitator to help along that process. And one of the key ways that I do that is through the dream coaching that I do. And I became a Gateway Dreaming Coach in 2010.
Can you
so
just
about
tell us what
now.
that is? Because a lot of people aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is a Dream Gate coach?
Yes. So we work to look at the symbols of dreams, and there are only about 250, maybe 300 now, I think, because the certification continues to be ongoing. But we're a very small group of folks around the world working to look at dream symbolism to uncover, either limiting beliefs or stuck emotions or anything else that's going on, lurking in the subconscious mind that's creating, low, I don't want to say a barrier, but creating some maybe stuck energy to really being in a phase of expansion. And so when we work with the dreams, we're really looking to uncover what's going on behind the scenes of the conscious mind and to release some of those things, whatever they may be.
It's really interesting when it comes to dream interpretation that so many people are, some people remember their dreams and some people don't. And then we have these weird dreams that we can't forget. And what's coming up is one thing that I'm just getting to ask you is, what about when people have a reoccurring dream?
That's really interesting. I'm glad you asked that question. So sometimes it can be a couple of things. Reoccurring dreams, and I do believe in like parallel lives or parallel universes. Sometimes when someone has a recurring dream, we're actually using the dream as a portal to experience whatever that parallel life is.
Okay,
but sometimes it can be...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
What came up when you say that, a lot of people get very frightened when, like, I remember when I was 13, I was reading Seth, and he talks about consciousness and reality, and then how all these realities are happening. But when you're having a dream, it's really on some level happening on another plane, or another. What I would also say to you is a parallel universe or somewhere else in time and space, right? And so I remember as a little girl having this reoccurring dream over and over and over again, and I would have some very, very, very nasty dreams and night terror dreams, and that's, and then my daughters did also when they were younger. And, I got really frightened because I thought, well, some of my dreams are so horrible, I don't want to be doing that in other places.
Right.
And so can you explain to people, because
what I was
people
say
say this to me all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I think that recurring dreams, though, are also just a product of the subconscious mind. So, depending on your belief and how parallel lives or parallel dimensions work, knowing that we fundamentally, even what physicists say, is that we don't really actually have time. We're really just moving through different planes of space. But I think sometimes it can be just something that's a product of the subconscious mind, because you have to remember that when we go to sleep each night, the brain is like a sponge during the day. And so what happens on just an individual level biologically is that the content that the brain is soaking up, so to speak, is being stored and categorized. And so some of that is just filed away like a deep, deep, dark filing cabinet, and it's filed away in the subconscious mind, and some of it's never accessed again, and some of it's accessed at a later point. And so the way that these neurons fire in the brain, there are clusters, if you will, where certain ideas or certain content is linked together in association. And so sometimes something will be plucked from the subconscious, 5 or 10 years later, even.
Wow. So that is so, because that you're the first person that I've spoken to about dreams that I just love how you just explained that, because most people think that they're dreaming about what happened that day. You know what I mean?
Right. And sometimes that's true, but sometimes it's not. And so once, think of your brain as a big, like I said, a filing cabinet or a big computer, and sometimes things maybe get misfiled, or sometimes things. We're clicking on the wrong icon on our desktop in the computer, and we're pulling up information that we're not trying to access. So it's kind of the same thing, but it's all just stored away in there in the subconscious mind as like a data storage container, if you will. Mm-hmm.
I love that explanation because with the work I do, if you think about your biological body being like the best computer that it was ever built, you always have access to so many files. Like your computer, when you go to your computer and you go to bring up a file, have you ever had your computer say, "No way, I'm not giving that to you. You don't deserve it"? Well, this morning I phoned you and I left a message on your phone, but your phone didn't ring, right? So,
right.
How does that happen, right? Yeah.
I think, Colette, I honestly think that the higher explanation for that is that sometimes we're just not ready. It's just not the right time.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Thank you. And especially when you consider there is no time and you're having a dream and you think it's about something that happened during your day, but it's really something that triggered something that happened 10 years ago, because the brain does not judge what it takes in. It just takes it in. Or, and like you said, compartmentalizes it. And sometimes what I'm getting when you said that is that sometimes the file gets put in a different folder. And you go searching for that folder and file. So I love how you explain that. Thank you. You're listening to The Truth is Funny on Transformation Talk Radio with Colette Marie Stefan. And my guest today is Kelly Leidick. When we get back, we're going to continue to talk about dreaming, or if you want to phone in because you would like an energetic shift, 1-800-930-2819. When we come back, we're going to make some shift happen.
Stay juicy. Tune in to Your Juicy Love with me, Una Drake, co-hosting monthly with Dr. Pat, and every second Monday at 12 p.m. on Transformation Talk Radio. My show, Your Juicy Love, helps you find the dynamic, life-affirming love you've always wanted. Transform your relationships and bring peace, joy, and juicy, juicy love to planet Earth. For more information, visit unadrake.com.
Golden Otter Divinations Radio, where the metaphysical meets the mainstream with Autumn Seibel. Tune in the first Friday every month at 9 a.m. Pacific as Autumn, educator, health coach, and medium, explores metaphysical and mainstream strategies on how to elevate your level of conscious living. Draw in the abundance that is yours by divine right. For more information about working with Autumn, visit goldenotter.us. That's golden like the precious metal and otter like the precious animal.us.
Dream on, fly high, and live adventurously on The Laura Meeks Show. Tune in each month on Transformation Talk Radio as host Laura Meeks guides you in finding your unique gifts and bringing them to life. As a certified life coach, speaker, and veteran bomber pilot for the U.S. Air Force, Laura knows how to follow a dream. She is ready to support you so you can dream on, fly high, and live adventurously. For more information on Laura and her work, visit flyhighliving.com.
Would you like your next chapter to be free from fear and angst? Tune in to Your Next Chapter Radio, navigating through life's transitions with Shelley Ryan the fourth Monday at 12 p.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Shelley's contagious enthusiasm guides you through life's transitions deliberately, mindfully, and funnily. For Your Next Chapter coaching or to listen, visit YourNextChapterCoaching.com or call 602-617-8351. Next.
Join Jennifer Noel Taylor on the hit show Quantum Touch Radio, supercharging your life on TransformationTalkRadio.com. You'll take a quantum journey as we reveal powerful yet simple steps to create more abundance, better health, emotional and mental vibrancy, and happier relationships using universal quantum touch principles. For more information, visit JenniferNoelTaylor.com.
Are you ready to stop stress, anxiety, and low self-esteem from running your life? Join award-winning author Dr. Friedemann Schaub for Empowerment Radio and learn breakthrough solutions to switch out of survival mode and approach every day with great ease, joy, and purpose. Tune in the first and third Wednesday at 11 a.m. Pacific to Empowerment Radio with host Dr. Friedemann Schaub on Transformation Talk Radio. Visit thefearandanxietysolution.com to learn more.
We're back on The Truth is Funny. I am Colette Marie Stefan, and my guest today is Kelly Leidick. And I just want you to share your information, Kelly, so that people know how to get a hold of you, and also just to share what some of your services are, etc.
Sure. Thank you, Colette. I appreciate that. So listeners can reach me at www.kellyleidick.com, and it's KELLYLYDICK.com. You can send me a quick email at kelly@kellyleidick.com. Feel free to take a look at the website. I offer gateway dreaming. I offer Reiki sessions, crystal Reiki sessions, animal Reiki sessions, and even past life healing. So I really hope to hear from you and love to make a difference in people's lives. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kelly, for all your good work. We're going to take the first caller here. Carter, who do we have?
We have Beth from Ontario. Beth, you're on the air.
Hi.
Hi, Beth.
Hey, Beth.
How are you? How is
really
everyone
awesome.
down there?
Awesome. Down there
Right
in Canada
on,
or
that's
down
great.
there in United States?
Thunder Bay, Ontario.
Oh, okay, that's where you're
I
from.
I just say down there because up there, I don't know.
Well, I think you're describing the human condition these days. I put a newsletter out, and I have to admit, we were in a bit of a hurry because I kind of took up paddleboarding, and it was such a beautiful day. But having said that, my dragons, I paint this. I have my new dragon coming in is insightful, and she came in sideways, and I was like, "Oh, Mercury's in retrograde," and da 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 da. But I find that my dragons just do what they want, and you can't control a dragon. They'll do what they want. So, speaking of which, that's the dragon. She really, really wanted to. I shared a picture of her on Facebook and also in my newsletter because she really wanted to get here. Like she wanted to be seen for this show. So, that being said,
Sweet.
What we want to know is what can we do for you?
I most of the time don't remember my dreams, but when I do dream, I do lucid dreaming.
Okay, so
I see in color. I actually feel most things in my dreams.
Okay, so Kelly, this is interesting, right? Because can you just explain what a lucid dream means?
So a lucid dream is when you are actually experiencing the awareness of your own consciousness during the dream. Because remember, when you're dreaming, your autonomous nervous system is at a lull. Your brain waves until you dream are quite slow as they would be or slower in meditation, and your muscles are paralyzed. So when you're lucid dreaming, you're actually having the internal awareness that you're dreaming. And that's what allows you the ability to be able to, think about something and have it really instantly manifest during the dream because you have some sense of control of the consciousness. It's like you're the filmmaker making the film in real time rather than the audience member watching the film. Does that make sense?
Wow, I love that. That is awesome. That is a beautiful, beautiful description of what a lucid dream is. And what can we do better, or what can we do, in your opinion, here? Because I'm getting that a lot of people would like an energetic shift for this, to improve our ability to use our dreams in a way that they empower us.
Well, I think that, Colette, the waking life and the dream life sometimes are mirrored. And so I think one of the keys to invite, more lucid dreaming into your awareness is to be clear during the waking time. If we're hung up on worry or anxiety, or if we're, holding on to stuck emotions or anything like that, that will certainly impact the quality and the kind of dreams that we have. So I think starting in the waking life to clear whatever it is that's going on will help to create more of an open channel, if you will, during the dream time.
So
Beth, what's going on with you? Beth,
well, I'm still there. I was just listening to you guys.
It's hard to be the star of the show. You're the star right now. We want to help you shine. What can Kelly and I do for you here?
I want to be able to manifest. Well, actually, I want to move to where you guys are, BC, and I want to be able to bring it into my dreams to make it more powerful, since I can't do most of the time lucid dreaming.
Wow. You know what? I love that. Okay, so I live in British Columbia, and I moved to a place that was absolutely perfect for me, and I saw it in my dreams. I saw it for a long time. I saw it for like 25, 35 years. I traveled up and down Canada teaching like 60 seminars in 5 years. So I explored all the areas in Canada that are beautiful, and chose to come to Kelowna, British Columbia, because it felt like it felt so familiar from my dreams. So Kelly, this is like the lucid part. That's from the DMT, and that's why people do ayahuasca ceremony, like I have, and other things to encourage that. So for her, what can she do to empower herself to use her dreams so that she can manifest on this plane?
I would actually start with very, very simple, almost deceivingly simple process called dream incubation. And Beth, the way that you do that is, again, just very simple. Before you go to bed, the last thing that you want to do before you go to bed at night is just take a small slip of paper and write down what it is that you want to manifest in your waking life. Put it on that piece of paper, fold it up, and put it in a container with a lid. And put that container next to your bed, your bedside table, or whatever you have there, just so it's right next to your bed. And then sit on the edge of your bed while your feet are not touching the ground. Keep your feet off the ground, and take 3 to 5 minutes to meditate on whatever you wrote on that piece of paper, and then immediately retire to bed. And if you lay on your side, it's usually easier for that to kind of seep into your consciousness, and that will start a dialogue, if you will, between your waking life and the dreaming life.
Okay, so does it matter which side you lay on?
I don't think so, no. But I noticed that when you're on your side rather than on the back or the stomach, it has a different impact.
Wow, that is so cool. We just want to check in with you now, Beth. How are you feeling about this?
That's so cool.
I know.
I can't wait to try it.
She's awesome.
I can't wait to try it.
Me neither. I want to go to sleep.
Exactly. That was my first thought. Okay, I want to run to bed now and try it.
And like I said, it's deceivingly simple. It's like, how can writing something on a piece of paper, but it's actually the kinesthetic act. It's actually the meditation. It's all of it combined that will activate the brain centers to give you the answers. And I would suspect that after you use the incubation, for a week or two, that your dreams will start to reveal what actionable steps that you need to take in your waking life to make your move a reality.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you for calling in, Beth. Thank you, Kelly. That was amazing information. I love it. I'm going to do that tonight, and I'm going to put one of my dragon cards in the jar with, just to give it a little more impact. The one thing that I've noticed about my dragons is they come when they want to. They're like cats, It's like herding cats. So when I use the dragon cards in that way, it never shows up the way I expect, which I love, because what I always tell people is that if you want to manifest, or you want to change a situation, that, you know, you are surviving what you're going through right now. So you just say this or better. And so anytime you manifest,
Right.
you don't want to limit your, like if you want to, I want $100,000 this month. The universe is going, oh, really? Just 100? I was going to give you $1 million. Okay, here you go. So, you know, just strengthening that for all of us, having this beautiful open mind and really directing it while we're asleep to get a more powerful manifestation in our reality on this third dimensional plane. Thank you, Kelly. That was a beautiful, beautiful explanation. And thank you, Beth, for calling in. We have to.
Thank you, ladies. Have a great day.
Okay, you too. We have to take a quick break again here. I'm Colette Marie Stefan. You're listening to The Truth is Funny. You can connect with me at thetruthisfunny.com. Also from Tails, Tails, from thevector.com if you're interested in energy correcting cards, paintings. And you can also reach me at on all the social media, Facebook, Twitter, those things, at The Truth is Funny with Colette. And if you're interested in my Call to Dance seminars, I have 2 coming up in September. I'm so excited. I have a layer 1 for people who have not are introduced to this. And then I also have my first layer 4 seminar. I'm working on the manual now, and I will have my first dragon sayers out there. So I'm really excited about that. We will be right back after this call, after this short break, 1-800-930-2819. Let's shift your life story into better. We'll be right back.
Did you know that all of the shows on the Transformation Radio Network are available as podcasts to stream or download?
Really?
Check us out. Go to transformationradio.fm. We have business shows, spiritual shows, energy healing shows, and pretty much everything in between. Something for everyone, guaranteed to inspire, educate, and transform. We are transforming the world, one listener at a time.
This is Debbie Pokornik with a break-free parenting tip. Parenting will always be a bit of a mystery. Who knows why some parenting ideas work and others do not? Or why some kids seem to succeed despite family setbacks, while others have so much given to them and yet fail to thrive. The one thing we do know is that once you have a child, you'll never be quite the same again. Awe-inspiring emotions like overwhelming love, extreme guilt, intense frustration, and incredible joy make this job second to none. Breaking free of parenting pressures means recognizing the pieces that make us unique, the pieces that we carry with us from the past, and the pieces that are influenced by the society we live in. When we can pick and choose which pieces we want to keep around and change the others to align with our inner wisdom, we will feel more self-assured in our role as a parent.
For information and to work with Debbie, visit empoweringnrg.com.
Are you done being afraid to jump into the life that's waiting for you? Are you ready for a real shift? I invite you to tune in every Tuesday with me, Tracy L., on the Tracy L. Clark Show, where we will teach you how to live your extraordinary life. At 8 a.m. Pacific on Transformation Talk Radio, where I will provide the tools and the steps needed to help you transcend perceived limitations and move forward with an extraordinary life. For more information, visit me at tracylclark.com.
Introducing the Lucid Planet, a digital gathering place featuring cutting-edge, high-vibrational content that will empower and inspire you to become the greatest version of yourself. Visit the Lucid Planet today to stimulate your mind, body, and soul as you connect with a global community of like-minded people. The Lucid Planet is edited by renowned psychologist and author Dr. Kelly Neff, who is here to help you cope with anxiety, connect to your higher purpose, uncover your true passions, and live your dreams. Dr. Kelly's fresh, compassionate perspective emphasizes growth, transformation, healing, and thriving. Even in the face of adversity, say goodbye to bad news and low vibrational media for good and become part of the larger collective of people working together to navigate the global shift of consciousness and transform the world from within. Join the planet, the Lucid Planet. visit thelucidplanet.com. Welcome home.
This is Colette Marie Stefan. I am speaking today about dreaming, and with this brilliant Kelly Leidick. And we're going to take the next caller because we have quite a lineup here. So Kelly, get ready to work here. Okay.
All right.
Carter,
Here we go.
Carter, who's our next caller?
All right, Marie from Paris, you're on the air on The Truth is Funny.
Hello, Marie. Are you there? Hi, there we go.
Yes. Can you hear me all right?
Now we can, yes.
Now we can, yep.
Okay,
yeah.
Good.
Okay.
I have a question. I have sometimes dying dreams. Not me, but people who I love, like my parents. Maybe this is just to show me the significance of them, or maybe I'm scared of losing people. Wanted to hear your thoughts, your intuitions about it.
Sure, Marie, what comes up immediately is that's fear. There's a subconscious fear going on, the fear of the loss, even fear of being alone or without them. I feel like your parents have been very strong foundational supporters of who you are. And I think that there's some fear around what life will be like if they're not there. And I think that that's completely normal, natural, and to be expected. And, the one thing that you can do is to work on that consciously, not just during the daytime, but also with the incubation technique that we talked about with the previous caller. And really just, cherish the time that you have with them now, and feel their wisdom and feel their strength and use that knowledge in your own day-to-day life so that not just today, but for the end of your days, you're feeling like you're embodying their essence and they're empowering you regardless of where they are. Because when we think about it, really, there is no death, right? It's just a transition from one plane to another. And so if you can think about it that way too, know that they're always with you, regardless of whether you can see them,
Yeah, and Marie, what I was also picking up energetically around this is one of this is a weakness that it's one that's been bothering you for a long time, and it's risen to the surface now in this way, on this radio show right now, and it's because of circumstances that you've been through in the last month or so. And so we're just going to strengthen you to that, and, I'm not going to get into what that is because it's a radio show and you don't need to share that. But tuning into it, we're just going to strengthen you to, what Kelly said, enjoy. This is something that was so cool. I was out paddling out on the boards, and an eagle flew in, a bald eagle just flew in, boom, from the other side of the lake and zoomed in on this fish. On the, and it was right in front of us, and it went, and the fish jumped out of the water, and boom, there the eagle caught it. And I looked at my friend and I said, "Wow, that's how quickly life can change. 1 minute, that fish, all its life, all it knew is swimming in that water. That's all it knew.
Yeah.
And the next second, an eagle comes, and now it's flying like an eagle with an eagle's eye view of the world. What a way to go, hey? Really. And it reminded me that
I had a connection with the recent personal loss of the connection of that with these recurring dreams. But of course, yeah.
Yeah, that's what triggered it. But this has been, like Kelly said, brewing in you for a while, I feel. And Kelly just nailed your this is your leading weakness right now. And so we're just strengthening you to all the love out there, and that this is a transition. Birth and death are very, very, very similar. And so just strengthening you to all of that. Now, Kelly, is there anything else you would like to share with Marie?
I think it just comes back to staying in the moment. And once in your conscious mind, once you're working through this fear, the recurring dreams will stop.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Once you face the flying dreams return.
Yeah. So now, Kelly, it's not that you're boring, but everybody wants to go to sleep now so they can try this out. Thank you so much, Marie, for calling in.
Thank you, Colette. Bye.
Okay. Lots of love to you in Paris there. All right. So thank you. Thank you, Kelly. Carter, can we get the next caller on, please?
Yeah, Cindy, you are now on the air on The Truth is Fundy.
Thank you very much.
Hi, Cindy.
Good morning, Colette and Kelly.
Hey, Cindy.
Hi. Good morning, Colette and Kelly. Hi. I'm really enjoying what you've been sharing, and it's been really great. And the reason I'm calling is because of late, I don't seem to remember my dreams, or I wake up, with a feeling about them, and the feeling is consistently kind of frustrated because I'm trying to do something and I can't seem to quite get it done. And then I don't remember what it's about at all. So I don't know. Is there something that would cause that?
Yeah, a couple things, Cindy. So what I'm getting is sometimes your sleep is actually interrupted, and also that you move around a lot at night. Does that resonate with you?
Possibly. I'm not even, I don't know, but I would agree with you, I guess.
Okay. So one thing that's interesting about dreams is that when we are having a dream, the position that the body is in the bed is actually the position which helps the recall. So for instance, if you're in a phase of REM, halfway through the night and you're laying on your left side, and after that dream you roll onto your back or onto your right side, that has an impact on how much you do or don't remember. And so when you actually place your body back into the same position that it was in during the time when you were having that dream, that will help you remember. So there's a technique called the rolling technique, which again is just a really, really simple thing. As soon as you wake up in the morning, before you open your eyes, what you want to do is just gently roll yourself from one side onto the left side, then onto your back, then onto the right side. And do it slowly. Do it for like a count of 3. 1, 2, 3 onto your back, then 1, 2, 3 onto your left side, and continue to do that. And as soon as you get into a position where you get that first impression of the dream coming back to you, again, while your eyes are still closed, stay in that position and stop the rolling technique and just allow the details of the dream to surface.
Wow.
I think if you try that, that would be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Can you just, Kelly, can you just just like say, okay, step 1, step 2, step 3 sort of thing. Just go over that again.
Yep.
Just, I'm getting that. I was so into what you were saying that I didn't get it.
Sure. No problem.
I just want to make sure other people do, okay? So
got it.
How do we exactly do this?
Yep. So when you wake up, don't open your eyes, right? You have awareness of waking up, keep your eyes closed. Whatever position you're in, it doesn't matter when you wake up, but roll onto one of your sides, okay? If you're already on your side, that's fine. Stay there. Then for a count of 3, if we're starting on your left side, do 1, 2, 3, and as you're counting to 3, roll onto your back. And then from your back, do a count of 1, 2, 3, and then roll onto your right side, and then pause there. And then just go back the same way, right? From your right side, count 1, 2, 3, slowly onto your back. Then from your back, count 1, 2, 3, and roll onto your left side. And as soon as you get the impressions of the dream, which in whenever position you're in, if you were laying on your left side and you had the dream, it will be triggered when you roll onto your left side. Because that's how the impression is made, is the physical positioning of the body. So when you get to that position, right, that's why we do the rolling technique. You're really just rolling from your left side to your right side to trigger, where was my body when I was having that dream? Let's find the spot and go back to it. That's all that's really doing.
Wow,
so
that is so empowering,
right?
Isn't it?
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that, Cindy?
Oh, I'm looking forward to trying that because I really do want to know what my dreams are. showing me.
Damn, the show is in the morning, right? We're gonna. Everybody's going to be having a nap this afternoon.
Yes.
And I can tell you, Cindy, this is so powerful. I know it seems overly simplified, but it is so, so powerful. And when you get to that place, just stay there. Just stay there and let those impressions come to you.
Kelly,
I closed though the entire time.
Kelly, I have to laugh
Okay.
because Cindy is one of my students that has taken my new program, and my manuals are coloring books. I get people to like. There's a lot of info. They're like those anatomy ones with the information, and then you color in. Because I find if people color things in, like if their conscious mind is happily doing something, then the other information can come through. And this is what this is like, I never really applied it to a technique. I love this, what you're doing, because this is a protocol that people can follow to actually improve their ability to do this. And I'm getting, if people do this, the more and put it into practice, that let's just strengthen that. They're going to have it's going to be really, really amazing results. Okay. So for Cindy here.
Yeah,
okay?
Absolutely.
And then Cindy, you have to email the show after, or anybody that is doing these techniques, you can feel free to contact Kelly or myself, info@thetruthisfunny.com, and tell us about your experiences, because I'm getting this is very strong.
Yes, please.
So,
super.
Yeah,
Thank
I love
you.
that. Yeah.
Thank you.
So thank you for calling in, Cindy. We have to take a short break right now. This is Colette Marie Stefan. You're listening to The Truth is Funny. And when we come back, we have another caller patiently waiting here, and we will take your call and talk about dreaming a little bit more. And we'll be right back.
High-frequency healing for an amazing life with Source Light Radio. Join host Laura Barton each month on Transformation Talk Radio as she explores Source Light integration, a unique spectrum of energy, light, and frequency. Experience instantaneous healing and amazing shifts in consciousness with Source Light Integrations Radio. For more information on Laura and her work, visit sourcelightintegrations.com.
How would you like increased health and vitality? How would you like to avoid the onset of disease as well as slow the aging process? This is all possible through a simple, safe, and natural process. Every day we are either moving toward wellness or away from wellness.
Hi, I'm Mary Jane Mack. I'd like to be your partner in achieving optimal health. Contact me now at maryjanemack.com or call 425-392-0659. Visit maryjanemack.com.
Defining success and putting minds to work. With the Higher Learners Career and Leadership Series, Rudy Racine will help you craft your personal definition of success, offering support and guidance as you move forward towards your goals. Take the leap. With the right mix of focus and motivation, anything can be achieved. Tune in every first and third Monday at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 Eastern, and for more information on Rudy Racine and Higher Learners, visit Rudy's site at higherlearners.com. That's HIRE learners.com.
Did you know that all of the shows on the Transformation Radio Network are available as podcasts to stream or download?
Really?
Check us out. Go to transformationradio.fm. We have business shows, spiritual shows, energy healing shows, and pretty much everything in between. Something for everyone, guaranteed to inspire, educate, and transform. We are transforming the world, one listener at a time.
Tune in to The Jen Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life, each Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific and 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. This amazing show is an inspirational hour that will take you on an epic metaphysical journey to discover the spiritual approach to life's greatest challenges. Dr. Jen is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Call in for intuitive readings and visit JenRoyster.com for more information.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show, talk radio to thrive by. I am so thrilled to be talking to all of you. We have got talk radio for all of us. Are you ready and willing and able to accept all of the abundance you can muster up in your life? Check us out at drpatshow.com, transformationtalkradio.com, transformationradio.fm. Oh my goodness.
This is Colette Marie Stefan. You're listening to The Truth is Funny on Transformation Talk Radio. I'm having so much fun today with my guest, Kelly Leidick, and we're talking about dreams. And, you know, we have someone, the caller fell off. She must have had to left. So we're going to talk about maybe we'll see if she calls back in. One thing I was wanting to ask you when you were talking to our last caller, or the one before actually is what's coming up. Like when people have, like, my mom used to have all these like dreams, and she looked at them as predictions. And so she shut all her intuition down. You know what I mean? Because she didn't want to have a dream that someone died, or she didn't want to have a dream that this happened to someone. And then it would happen 3 days later or whatever. Tell us, what's that about?
I think that is really interesting. And it's something that I'm always kind of trying to tune into, if you will. My experience with it has always been that you never really know until it actually happens. And so that kind of makes it difficult to discern. And for me, all of the precognitive dreams that I've had are really far into the future. And when I say that, I mean like 5 or 10 years into the future. And then usually when it catches up to the real time playing out of what I had dreamt, I usually get a feeling of deja vu. And the deja vu is the trigger to remember, oh, yes, you dreamt about this. So for me, it's a little bit difficult, I think, to discern because, like I said, the time frame is so long. I do think that some folks, the time frame is short for them, you know, like you say, a couple of days, or even the next day sometimes. So I think that when we have bigger dreams like that, what we would call big dreams, right? Versus an ordinary or a daily dream. I think the general sense, though, is that you have a different feeling around them. And it's a feeling that you embody in your entire body. It's almost that internal knowingness that feels strong or can feel heavy. And in that sense, usually that's a signal to something that's precognitive. But you really have to be adept because, you know, just like our caller Marie had said, she's having this reoccurring dream, and that's really just her subconscious fear being triggered. That's not precognitive. So those subconscious fears really don't even belong to the person. They belong to the people that raised them because it's formed by the time you're 7, your subconscious mind. Right.
And so, like, none of this is really yours, really. It's just who people told you
when you
were.
Look at it that way.
Yeah, it's just who.
When you look at it that way, that's true.
And I've been really noticing this with a lot of people. Is a lot of my clients right now is this very thing, right? And so how could someone like that is, you know, like if you have a dream like that and it turns out it's precognitive, how is that different from a lucid dream?
Oh, that's a really interesting question. I think it's the same kind of playing out, though, when we talked about the analogy of the filmmaker and the audience member. I think it's the same. I think precognitive dreams typically come through when the dreamer is the observer, when the dreamer is the audience member. I've not seen very many precognitive dreams. It's not to say it can't happen or it doesn't exist, but I've not seen many precognitive dreams that are lucid in the sense that something is being controlled, because I think that would be more of a shamanic, I think, journey and a shamanic technique to actually have lucid, you know, to be doing energy work while you're dreaming, which again is totally possible. Yeah. Well, and it's totally possible when you go in with that intention. But I think when the information is coming to you versus when you're putting out an intention, I think there's a marked difference there.
Okay, that is really that's really powerful what you just said. So, you know, and one of the things, the reason why I was, you know, asking this is because, you know, what about daydreaming? Like
daydreaming, you know, daydreaming. I think when you daydream, you know, it's going to be the same kind of thing as a meditation when you're your brain waves, which we measure in hertz, right? When you go into a meditation, they slow down significantly. When you're waking, it's like 14, maybe to 30 on the high end. And when you're in a deeper meditation, it can go down to 6, maybe, or sometimes 4. When you're in a deep, deep meditation, or sometimes, what we see, these Tibetan monks, they can almost do a stasis where they're in such deep meditation, you can't even see them breathing, or you can't tell, that they're breathing, or they take a breath every, 3 minutes or longer. So it doesn't even seem like that. You can actually slow your brainwaves down, and daydreaming is kind of the same thing as going into a deep meditation. And when you're slowing those brainwaves down intentionally, you're actually creating a space to open the way for other channels. And so you get more creative energy coming through, I think. More ideas, this is what, and more intuition. Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm getting, like when you're saying this. And that this meditative state, that's what I like. A lot of people think you have to, really work on this for, long, really, like it takes time to get into that state. And I slip in and out of that state in a split second. And that's what I call the 0 point, where your potential in that moment is above and beyond any 100%. It's like you have infinite access to everything. And that's what I'm getting, what you're talking about with the access of your dreams, being able to allow you. But one thing I have noticed is people, when they daydream with their eyes open, when they gaze off like that, you're actually kind of, it's better for you to close your eyes when you're in that state, because sometimes what happens is you're teaching the brain to not work while your eyes are open. You know what I mean? And
sure.
Yeah. And so the pathways, it makes it more challenging to get into that state if your eyes are open, is what I'm saying. And so
I would say that would be true. Sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that just from my experience, and I'm not a dream. I myself do not sleep like the amount of hours that most people do, and I'm often working in my dreams, energetically correcting. And people tell me all the time, they'll email me, whatever, you came to me in my dream, and your dragons came, and this dragon, and people were seeing all my dragons coming into their dreams. So I was very like, whoa, maybe I should start mentioning them. Because at first I thought, when these dragons started talking to me, that maybe I'll write a book first. Before I mention them, you know what I mean? But they've hung out with me now for 12 years, and many, many people say my dragons come, give information in the dreams, and that they always feel like this. I've never had anyone say I was afraid of the dragon or anything like that. They say they felt a lot of unconditional love. And
good.
Yeah. And so, we only have a few minutes left here. And I just want to say to you, I so enjoyed this show with you.
Oh, good. Me too. Me too. I know, it's so fascinating. I think that's one of the things that just really energizes me about dreams, is because there's so many different ways to look at them and talk about them and analyze them. And there's an infinite, number of variables and ideas that can come through a dream. So that's what makes me excited about it. It's always different. Every single time. It's always different.
So Kelly, just before we're going to have to go off the air here pretty quick, doesn't radio time fly by?
It does. It really does.
I just want you just share again how people can reach you.
Sure. So folks can reach me through my website, which is just www.kellylydick.com. It's KELLYLYDICK.com. And when you go to my website, I'd love for you to sign up for my Fields of Dreams newsletter. You'll get a free bonus MP3 downloading for your dream incubation work. So if you sign up for the newsletter, you'll get that free MP3. And folks can email me any feedback. And for the callers who called in, I'd love to hear from you and learn about how the techniques work for you. You can send me an email at kelly@kellylydick.com.
Awesome. And, I just want to let people know that to remember that there is no Holistic Fair this month, but we will be back at the Holistic Fair with doing 3-card readings with the Dragon cards on September the 16th. You can check out my Call to Dance seminars at thetruthisfunny.com. Those are the last 2 weekends in September. And I just want to say thank you to all the callers for calling in. Carter, thank you for taking the calls. And Kelly, thank you for all the beautiful, beautiful work you're doing.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It's been such a joy and so much fun, and thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All right, and so we're off. We ran out of time for this show, even though there is no time, Kelly. And we'll be back next Wednesday at 8:00 a.m. Pacific time, and you will be able to find this in the archives in the next 24 hours. So if you missed it live, you can always listen later. Bye for now. We'll see you next week.
You've been listening to The Truth is Funny with Colette Stefan. Tune in to The Truth is Funny with Colette Stefan each Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Join Colette on the Higher Self Network as she provides energetic shifts and consistent results in every area of life, inspiring listeners to shine their brilliance and ensure success while roaring with laughter as they recognize the humor of the giant cosmic joke. The Truth is Funny. Visit thetruthisfunny.com for more information. That's thetruthisfunny.com.